Who is Restomod Air? A lot of people ask that. I created Restomod Air because aftermarket AC systems were the ugly side of a custom car build. Many custom car builders put forth a lot of effort into hiding the fact that there was air conditioning in a vehicle.
Restomod Air is the future. It is innovation at its best.
A company that's bringing new, innovative, stylish products to an industry that's never had it before.
It's a promoter of just the custom car culture.
It's a company that specializes in the one-offs, the custom car builders.
We see where the industry's going, where some of the other guys are stuck into what they're doing and they're not willing to put in the time, effort into designing parts that customers actually want.
Nobody's making anything for the builder, for the fabricator, for the high-end build.
We are designing products that have never been seen before.
Nobody's making anything to put in or on the dash that you want even to display. It's been very common that most people try to hide all the air conditioning parts, just because typically they're ugly and just not something you want to have visible in your car.
And quite frankly, I was offended by that. So I decided to start Restomod Air because the dashboard is a prime place to show off.
Have other people believe what we already believe in, and that's that AC can be so much more than just cooling you off. It can be showing off as well.
There's two sides to Restomod Air, ultimate style and killer performance. The ultimate style refers to the designs that we have. Therefore, we have collections such as Diablo, Sinister, P38, Quantum. They all have similar design traits. Hex head bolts for the Diablo series. Sinister series all have common design traits of being dark. The other side of Restomod Air is the performance side. Killer performance refers to the design of our air conditioning systems and the way that they perform in your vehicle.
What we're doing is basically changing the face of air conditioning and creating a market that's never been a market before.
AC systems are not just AC systems. It all comes down to the engineering, the design of the internals of an air conditioning system. There isn't a one-size-fits-all system. There's different size vehicles, there should be different size systems. Therefore, with Restomod Air, we have a small, medium, and large system.
We have a larger system that's made for larger sedans. We have a smaller system that's made for a smaller vehicle such as a 65 Mustang, and then we have a unit that's even much smaller that's going to be made for, say, a Model A or a two-door pickup, that kind of thing. We've tailored our systems to handle the size of the vehicle that you're going to be putting it in. Well, what makes Restomod air conditioning systems perform over and above what else is in the industry, to start with, is what's inside.
First being the coil size, the second being the blower size. You cannot put a small coil with a large blower. You cannot do vice versa, put a large coil with a small blower. The way that the air flows through the system is another aspect and a design trait that really will dictate whether or not the system is going to perform in a vehicle.
And that's really the misconception in the industry. A lot of people out there are building one AC system basically, and then bracketing it and ducting it to make it work on a multitude of vehicles. And that's just not going to work. It's not correct. It's not right.
At Restomod Air, we will not sell an undersized unit for a particular vehicle. It won't happen because size does matter. You wouldn't see Ford put the same air conditioning system in a Mustang that they would put into a panel van. Yet, in the aftermarket, that's precisely what our competitors do. Doesn't make sense. You also notice that our competition still sells the same parts they did from 15 years ago. Not at Restomod Air.